The Starbreaker wasn't pretty. She was old, her hull patched with mismatched metal, and her engines noisy enough to rattle your bones. But to Captain Lena Briggs and her crew, she was everything. Her crew moved around her like clockwork. Ko, the cocky pilot, wore an easy grin as he guided the ship through the field. Malik, in engineering, barked updates with a mix of confidence and sarcasm. On comms, young Mia's fingers flew, picking up static-laced transmissions from all around the void. Doc Ramirez, calm as ever, checked his medkit and prepared for the worst. In the farthest reaches of the Malkara Rift, with the Dominion fleet closing in behind them, the Starbreaker was humanity's last hope if hope counted for anything these days. Ko's flying was pure madness, weaving between rocks as enemy fire flashed past. The ship shook, but she held. But there was something else. A faint distress call, barely holding together amid the noise. Lena stood at the cracked viewport, hands gripping the rail as asteroids drifted by. Enemy signatures flooded the radar Dominion destroyers and sleek interceptors, their blue engines slicing through darkness. Engines are at their limit, but I'll keep M running. Help us. Reactor failing. Dominion Marines. Anyone. Dominion Marines. They're in the core, planting charges. They want the AI. If they get it, we're finished. Alec's voice came through the comm. They'll blow that station and take the AI if we don't move, Cap. Doc, you're with me? We handle the Marines. Lena and Doc pressed toward the AI core, ducking under collapsing beams and shoving aside debris. The sound of gunfire echoed ahead, merciless. Lena made her decision. Ko, take us in. Fun route. Let's get famous. The Starbreaker plunged into the asteroid belt. Lena fired, driving them back. Doc moved in low, hit one with a stun charge. The other opened up, shots peppering the wall as Lena ducked behind a console. She waited, then tossed a flash grenade. The Marine reeled, and Doc finished him off. Mia amplified the distress signal. Station was close, but time was running out. Prepare to dock, Lena called. Grab gear, no one gets left behind. Emergency lights stuttered on and off, smoke curled in the hallways. And survivors, human and alien, crouched in terror, waiting for the end. That was the first rule on the Starbreaker. When someone called for help, you answered, Evan, if it killed you. With a deep breath, she aimed and fired, catching him by surprise. The charge timer blinked red. Inside the station, everything was chaos. Coolant's shot. I'll reroute, but this thing could blow if I breathe wrong. Lena led the way, blaster drawn, Doc on her heels with the medkit. Ko and Malik brought up the rear, Malik's toolkit clanking with every step. A battered engineer staggered over, blood running down her face. Station shook violently, alarms howling. Smoke and flame chased them through the corridors. Doc shouted directions, herding everyone toward the dock. Ko, Malik wit, to engineering. Stop the meltdown, Lena ordered. She scooped the kid up, running harder, refusing to let anyone fall behind. Ko fired up the engines. Malik covered the rear with a plasma pistol, firing at shadows. Lena shoved the last survivor aboard just as an explosion tore through the corridor behind her. She dove Doc close behind, and the hatch slammed shut. Survivors followed, some limping, others carried on makeshift stretchers. In her earpiece, Mia warned, the team split. Ko and Malik raced for the reactor. Mia's voice crackled in Lena's earpiece. A shockwave hammered the ship, sparks flying across the bridge. For a moment, it felt like they might not make it.
Ow.
But the hull held. Captain, Dominion ships are moving into attack position. You have minutes, not ours. We're moving, Lena replied. Don't let that ship out of our sight. In a junction near the core, 2 Dominion Marines waited, rifles sweeping the corridor. She looked at her battered crew and the rescued AI core, a symbol of all they'd risked to save hope for the galaxy. They rushed on, hearts pounding, picking up 2 wounded survivors who begged for rescue. One pursuing ship lost sensors and spun out, disappearing into the darkness. No legends here, Mia, just people who don't quit. Behind them, the station was gone, but hundreds of lives were saved and with them. The spirit that kept humanity alive in the coldest corners of the stars. Doc moved among them, patching wounds and handing out water. Malik slumped in a corner, exhausted but grinning. Ko guided the Starbreaker away from the wreckage, eyes on the swirling nebula ahead. They weren't the fastest or the strongest, but when hope seemed lost, they answered the call. In the main core chamber, Lena saw the last Dominion Marine setting explosives on the AI's housing. "Doc, we need to move. Now." The enemy fired at the decoy and veered away. Ko and Malik tore through the station's battered engineering bay, dodging steam leaks and sparking wires. The reactor was minutes from meltdown. "Malik, talk to me," Koa said, eyes darting over failing readouts. Malik cursed, throwing open a panel and pulling wires with frantic speed. Ko rerouted emergency power to shields and checked his watch. 3 minutes. Malik's fingers danced over the circuits, almost there. Come on, come on." Back at the core, Lena and Doc hustled the AI housing into a padded bag. "Enemy boarding pods 10 more on the way." "Time's up," Lena said. Ko Malek it, ready to blow the maglocks on Doc 3. "We're coming in hot." Lick's final patchwork fix stabilized the reactor for just long enough. Done. Heading to the docks. As Lena's team moved, Dominion charges detonated in the core. In the chaos, Lena saw a child clinging to her mother, eyes wide with fear. Dock 3 was chaos. The Starbreaker floated outside, battered but ready, her airlock open and shields flickering. Survivors poured through the hatch, Mia guiding them with calm instructions from the bridge. "Everyone aboard," Mia called, relief in her voice. "Go, KO," Lena ordered. The Starbreaker surged away as the station's reactor finally blew. Outside, Dominion interceptors peeled away from the explosion and set their sights on the escaping freighter. "Malik, I need more power," Ko shouted. Malik rerouted plasma through the hull vents, releasing a cloud of superheated gas behind them. The last interceptor stuck to their tail. Mia, thinking fast, used the AI core's comms to bounce a false signal off a drifting mining drone. Ko let out a laugh, adrenaline fading. "We're clear for now." Silence fell. The survivors wept, some in shock, some in relief. On the bridge, Lena finally let herself breathe. Mia turned from her console. "Allied command is hailing us, Captain. We're being called heroes." Lena smiled softly, the tension slowly fading from her shoulders. The Starbreaker sailed toward the dawn. As Lena looked around at her tired, battered crew, she felt pride swelling in her chest. And in that moment, drifting through the vast, endless dark, the Starbreaker shone brighter than ever,